of misconceptions about some of our players in game or the hero pools of the different players. Some of the roster swaps they have made might seem strange to the viewer's perspective, but they also told me to remind everyone that
expect the Babybay soldier, of course, to be the difference maker, killing TviQ and of course applying a lot of pressure. But instead, because Cwoosh and Manhattan are playing so aggressive on these tanks, Babybay, he doesn't necessarily get a lot of room on that soldier in the first place to be able to deal with TviQ. So
what do we expect for them in the second half? Where are they at their greatest strength right now, composition-wise?
I mean, is there one?
Okay.
Well, there's the
right?
dive.
Like,
Hey,
they have
come on
dive.
now.
What? Okay.
No, they have good Winston and a good Genji, right? And
Okay, but you need more than 2 people for the dive.
no, not really. We've seen in the past, Fisher makes a lot of space for the Gladiators. So, okay, then Otter realizes, I have good space. This is a good opportunity to pull the Dragon Blade. You have 5King, who's a good Lucio, who can pull out the Soundbarrier. There isn't an awful lot of teamwork that actually needs to get together here, because the players at such a high level, they play a lot of ranked. They know exactly what situations they can make plays happen. And if you can create those situations with Fearless maybe controlling a lot of space, there is a lot of plays that could actually come together here, and actually we can actually see a pretty even game.
I think the... What? Wait, what?
Yeah, we've seen Shanghai Dragons in the past.
I think the strength that they have is...
They've taken maps of Seoul Dynasty.
Yes, they've taken maps, but a close, like, actual series here.
We're waiting for that EMP to come in. TviQ ends up picking a kill before they use the EMP.
When you found out Sinatraa was playing, was your team worried at all coming into this match? No. It was pretty much as Manhattan said. We just had to expect his aggressive plays, I guess. He likes to triple blink in and like shoot a clip into someone, try to get a one clip, and then recall out. And when he does that, that like opens a window a lot of the time where like if the tracer triple blinks in, recalls, doesn't get any value, you get so much space. We get to move up because we know the tracer has low blinks and no recall. So if we just didn't die to that, if we made sure that he didn't get pulse bombs, we were golden. Yo, thank you, C-White. I appreciate it, dude.
Round 3. Capture the objective.
That's for me so far. For anyone who plays Zenyatta, learn this jump, but you're going to need your best friend, the Lucio. Johnny, you said you spent hours practicing this with your former team. How complicated is this? How can people do it at
really
home?
hard. You will see that Lucio hits his head and falls down. Oh no, he didn't hit it, but he fell down. And it's so hard actually to execute this jump as a Zenyatta because you have to do it perfectly. We in Misfits, we spent hours.
The primal rage from Nomi paying dividends here. The Mayhem just shoved it around. And Sinatraa, I see the crouch, mate.
That's the Sinatraa I know.
Cash.
But the Soundbarrier for Neptuno keeping the Gladiators back. Fusion stays healthy and they are on to point A. They lost Fragi, but they should have enough. Reflect. Oh, Sleep Dart misses, and despite the grenade, I think BigGoose. Oh, they got each other. Oh man, that was a bit embarrassing for EQO, but so entertaining.
Yeah, Carpe there for the tactical crouch to round things up as
right.
usual.
You never know when someone switches to Widowmaker, you got a tactical crouch, man.
Yeah, that's
you gotta duck those shots.
In Dante makes it back to the payload, and then Moth uses the nano boost onto Sleepy to keep him alive long enough until he gets that Transcendence, then pops it. You have Sinatraa, Nevix, and Nomi coming out of... No, what happened is that's where Cwoosh dies. He tries to wait and then go to get Cwoosh, and it's too late, and he's not able to get the red.
Oh, that's a nightmare scenario, but Manhattan's coming in. Hopefully, try and recover things here for the Florida Mayhem. Zebasai down, big barrage from up on high. He's found 2 and a D-suit. What a perfect response, and great timing. Direct hit with Sinatraa across the map. Money ain't gonna save you there, my friend.
The point will go back to the...
Get everybody on the same page and trying to avoid the mistakes.
Nice. Just relax here. Don't try to win fights we shouldn't be trying to win. Like we like went for the beat there. Like there's no reason to try to win those final fights.
It was like I knew I couldn't get it, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, it's no worries. That just means like just relax a little. Like look, think about our win conditions.
I just thought that he was gonna be able to get it while I was beaming him for the whole time.
Nah, it was like the diva.
So that's actually really good to hear because even though you're playing against an opponent that might not have had any wins, you need to recognize that they are
Maker on the opposite side for the shock, and no Winston either, so it's really just on Nevix to put that pressure on him.
Well, if they get with this self-destruct, Nomi has to about face with that shield very quickly, and it looks like he did so. The San Francisco Shock were pushed back for a moment. This Riptire will need to get a lot of value. And cut through Zuppe. That's Dante down. No.
Compositions. They've started to show us variation in general because we haven't really seen a lot from them up until recently, but man, the stuff they've tried has generally looked very good.
Yes, and being unpredictable like the Gladiators on hybrid attack is huge, because if you can take it in your first push, you set yourself up with a lot of time to finish out the map.
Yeah.
And it can be a rock, paper, scissors, because the Philadelphia Fusion must choose a composition without knowing what is going to be coming at them. It's going to be Tracer and Widow on point A defense. Now, we don't see this as commonly.
Is it Babybay or will it be Dante? Sleepy, the support leading the charge. Nevix right behind him. We got Moth in the mix as well. And it looks like we're going to see Dante, the second DPS. What does that tell you?
Dante, indeed. We would have expected Babybay to come in, but you got to remember these two guys are incredibly flexible players, and they can play Genji. So now you have Dive as an opportunity for the San Francisco Shock, something that we didn't previously see.
Yes, and we also, I think this means we will see some more Genji. We spoke about Dante. He can play a decent Genji and a decent Sombra, and Sinatraa on the Tracer. I mean, that's pretty much a certainty, of course, but this might we see a more aggressive look coming out of the San Francisco Shock. There he is, the man himself, Mr. 150K.
Yeah, I did actually ask Sinatraa prior to the game if this is going to make it a little bit competitive between him and Dante, like who gets to play the Tracer. And he said that
Getting a 6v5 and exacerbating that advantage is what they intend to do. Manaton's forced out. Nevix, though, gets TviQ and Zebasai. Nice EMP from Dante, making it very hard for the Mayhem to use any of their mobility abilities to avoid the blast.
Yeah, they both get hit with the EMP there as, take a look. In the skybox, there is that self-destruct goes over the top. TviQ and Zebasai not able to get out. So now we're under 25 seconds.
To the back right corner if you're on the attack to get the biotic grenade if they do dive that deep.
That's a hope. Ooh, Fissure nearly taken down. He had to exit that fight in a hurry. Gladiators, of course, on their attack. Philadelphia Fusion. See what they can do on the defense.
Yeah, they're feeding a lot of ult charge over to the Ana already, though.
Sure enough.
As you can see, Hydration poking in from the top. They're going to try and dive the supports in the back corner. Everybody's there.
Ana Zenyatta can be pretty vulnerable back there. There goes Neptuno. Talk about vulnerable. A kill for Hydration already. The fight still happening. Snillo res by Neptuno. Neptuno down via Surefour. They need to get this pick, and it gets him. And the lapel comes in. Oh, man. He knew exactly where he was going to go. And a nice headshot on the BigGoose. Didn't get anything with that false bomb. Hydration. Oh, the healing from the Transcendence keeps him alive during the barrage. EQO, though, with that Soundbarrier with the blade, looking to equalize, takes out BigGoose, but that's all he's going to get. Philadelphia on the other side, though. The rest of the team finishing this fight off for him. And by Neptuno. Neptuno down via Surefour. They need to get this pick, and it gets him. He's a little bit short-handed here as Fusion comes in, now very short-handed as EQO just slashing through everybody.
And Poco not getting demeched is absolutely huge here.
Oh.
So what the Gladiators did was they spent time, instead of disengaging, rushing for the mech. And they actually may pull this out thanks to the Primal Rage from Fissure.
Hey, I mean, they may need a bit more than that, but yeah, Fissure doing work with that ultimate on Winston. Carpe has to back away, won a couple of duels on his own, but
that
a heartbreaker. Well, Shanghai on the defense now, and sure, it's possible to full hold, but man, with the way this series has been going, you expect, you know, Muma to just walk out solo on Symmetra and win this one.
And the Muma,
he's preparing.
Turret tire, that's what he always does here on Gibraltar.
Yep, that's right. Wow, the footwork. It's really the footwork that's impressive here. Wow, oh, that's getting a little bit...
He gets some good momentum on this tire.
No kidding. This is like, I feel like we're in Cirque du Soleil or something. Oh, no, he fell! Well, enough of that. Time to get serious.
It's okay. But like, why though? I don't know.
It's time, son. Bedtime's in.
Oh my lord. You literally just like, I was, oh my god, don't.
You fucking talking to me like that?
Like, you just said that live! Like, why? Like, he could have, like, asked me to mute the microphone. He just, like,
Mute the
said
microphone! Good!
Stop! I'm in the middle of a game! No, I don't! Right now. Like, I'm literally not going to bed. So, I'm not getting out of it. Chill. Oh.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up. I upload a new video every day, so make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon to get daily notifications for the best on Twitch.